Okay, everyone. I decided to give a brief explanational video on the activity for today. It can be a little confusing, so I'm just going to try and follow you step by step through it. If you would pull up the document, it may be easier for you to follow along. Otherwise, you can just listen to me and follow here. Okay, so you should have already watched the lecture on me going over the causes of the Civil War. It's quite in depth. It went pretty fast, but it pretty much hit everything you're going to need to know. Um, so after that, what you're going to do is you're going to be ranking the different causes of the war based on most important, like what caused the war, to least important, which like it still caused the war, but it wasn't that big. The way I justify it on your ranking or on your ranking activity directions is 1, if this happened, you're ready to go kill someone because it happened. 9, it's kind of annoying, you don't really care, but it does still start the war. So if you remember, we did this similarly during the American Revolution. Remember, we talked about how that Boston massacre was going to be pretty far up your list because the Redcoats actually killed some colonists. So that would probably be like 1, 2, or 3. Since they killed us, we're willing to kill them. That's how that worked. In your ranking on the third column, it says you have to summarize your topic. So you're going to briefly put in your own words what that topic was. You can do this a multitude of ways. 1, if you paid attention during the presentation, or you can go back through that presentation. You can go find it and summarize that, or you can search it on the internet and find a different way of reading about it. I also provided a website that has most of them in there. You're just going to have to read through it. Once you have them ranked and you have your summary, you also have to justify your summary or tell me why you summarized it the way you did, or why you ranked it the way you did, sorry. So in order to get full credit, you have to justify, and you can't just put IDK or because I think so. You need to tell me why this is number 1, why this is number 2, etc., etc. In the directions, I highlighted all of the different causes that you need to rank in yellow, so those are what you'll need to rank. And then if you scroll all the way to the bottom of the table for the ranking, it's kind of a couple pages down because I want to give you adequate space. I gave you an example. So number 9, I put the Republican Party forms. All right, remember this is the political party that's going to create that's very against slavery. This is my summary. So new political party that is against slavery. Abraham Lincoln is their first president in 1860. The South doesn't like this because they're afraid Lincoln's going to take away their slaves. And the reason I put this as my least important is there's no violence, and it's really just creating a new political party. Nothing really suggests that as it was created that they would take your slaves away from the South. But with Lincoln being elected, then that all became more of a possibility. So really, when it forms, it's not a big deal. If you have any other questions throughout this, please feel free to email me. I'll have my phone and my computer around me all day. It's kind of not going to be a good day. It's starting to get cold and rainy, so hopefully you can take this time to stay inside and do this work. Last week we did see a little bit of improvement on numbers and participation. I'd still like to see that number go up. So please take the time and go ahead and do this. Once again, if you have any other questions, feel free to email me. Have a good day.